What is going on, guys? This is a very impromptu episode of Outside the Brand. This is the first ever extra that we are going to be doing. Now, I'll be explaining what the extras are in just a little bit, but I want to let these guys do their intros, and I'll pretty much just tell you what all of this is about when everybody's done with their intros. So, everybody, go ahead, do your intros.
What's up, y'all? I'm sorry, I'm trying to get my mic and my camera and mic together right now, but
Sorry,
we got some stuff to talk about, man. It's been a long day. We got bats back, so yeah, let's have some fun.
What's going on, everybody? You know who it is. Yeah, we got stuff to talk about. I just got the message from this morning, and we got to get into it. Let's do it.
Batch about the match here, back in full effect. SmackDown 6 is back in full as well. And we're just going to get right into it after these intros. And MJ, you're up, man. You go live over there?
What's up, y'all? It's MJW Squad. Follow me on TikTok, MJW Squad.
Hey man, I know everyone is feeling a little bit down right now, but I gotta stay in character, so I gotta do my intro the same way as always,
Hey,
man.
I'm feeling optimistic.
You already know who it is. It's MDK all fucking day. It's Nick fucking Gage, or the Real 1C. You can catch me on TikTok, the Real 1C. Woo woo. But we got shit to talk about, so let's get on it.
Yeah. So, as you guys know, well, first of all, let's just get this out of the way. Outside the Brand Extras will be the kind of episodes where we're just going to be focusing on one major story that is happening throughout the entire wrestling world. And what just happened today, people are up on it, people are down upon it, and people are just like, what the fuck did WWE just do? WWE has come to terms with the release of Bray Wyatt, The Fiend. And like I said, some people are up on it. Some people are just really just losing faith in WWE. I've already lost faith in WWE, but with this one, it literally just made my my dependence level on them just shoot down the drain. So, I just want to, well, what we're all just going to be doing for pretty much the next hour or two, depending on how long this goes, we're just going to be talking about Bray Wyatt, his release, what we think he should do, what we think could happen, and just go on from there. But guys, I was at work when I saw this. You guys were texting about it in the group chat. I was so pissed off. But coming to terms with it now, I got some plans that I would like to share with you guys when it comes to Bray Wyatt, but I just want to let you guys talk about how you guys found out, what happened, where were you when you found out, and just give me everything that you saw when you just saw this news.
All right, so when I first saw it, it was about 33 minutes after the actual announcement happened. And I saw a whole bunch of people make TikToks about it. I go on Twitter and I'm like, okay, this can't be real, right? And indeed, it was very real. I still haven't really I still don't understand it. I don't know why they went and did something like this. And it really hurt me for a minute because my first live event is I saw Bray. The first live event I went to, I was like 12 or 13, and the first person who came out was Bray. And like, if you saw how he had like captivated the audience, it was just an amazing first experience for me. So it's really unfortunate, but I hate that term they use, good luck in your future endeavors, but I really do hope that he does well.
They get that shit from fucking
John
Laurinaitis himself.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, I really do hope that he does better wherever he goes, wherever it is. You know what I'm saying?
I hear
But
they're bringing
yeah,
him right back, but
I hope. I mean, well, I don't
it
know.
was
I don't know
just
about that,
for
man.
budget cuts for the moment. But still, you
Well, they did
it's
the same
like,
thing
Listen,
with all the releases in June too, and still nothing on any of
yeah,
them.
no one
So
really brought right back
listen. We
who the
all
either,
know
other
what
now?
budget
except for
cuts
Zelina. They did
mean.
bring Zelina Vega right back, so who knows?
We all know
Exactly.
what budget cuts mean at the end of the day. They didn't have shit for him. That's just plain it. They don't have shit for him.
Because I was gonna
So
say, like, budget cuts, like you're a billion/$1 million company, and you're this fucking poor.
You
You
can't
think that
find
you
the
think
you
money
made
to
a
you're
you
this
made
pay
a
it.
poor?
billion dollars just by going to Peacock. All right. So how do you not have money to pay the? All right. I just want to get everybody else's opinion. I'm
It just
sorry.
pisses me off.
So,
You go, bro. It's your turn.
I don't know. I'll let MJ talk. He wanted to.
go ahead, bro.
Nah, go for it.
Go, man.
Why don't you talk?
Bro, so just go, bro. Use next anyway.
All right. Where I was, literally, I was just being ready for the day. I hopped on Twitter really quick, and then when I scrolled up, I had old tweets in my homepage, but when I hit home, it hit WWE, and it literally said that, and I was like, that can't be true. This gotta be a hoax. Just like Love, that's gotta be fake. And I looked on their page, and it was real. And I was like, okay, what's going on? What did they do? What was the what made you think that this is okay? The guy who has probably one of the most selling merchandise in the WWE and
Best characters.
gave you something that you've never seen before, like, and to have him release, like, there's got to be something going on in writing, producing. There's got to be something going on that they're not telling us, and I don't know what it is. And
Now we'll talk about everything that came out after the whole release and everything because I do have some articles here. But yeah, I mean there was definitely something going on, like you said, Saul. So we'll get into it. We will.
yeah, like when they released, like, I'm gonna go back, but when they released Braun, I was fearing. Actually, I was really fearing for Bray because
Yeah.
that was the last member of Wyatt family. I was like, oh, I'm very scared for Bray Wyatt because I feel like they're gonna get rid of him, and yet they did. And like you said, Phil, there's gotta be something wrong backstage. There's gotta be something, and this is a big mistake by WWE letting
Oh yeah.
Bray Wyatt go.
Here's the thing: when it comes to Bray Wyatt, he had that kind of mind and he had that kind of character where he brought realism into this company, but then you also had like that mystique and that fictionism when it comes to his character as well. Because like the Fiend is like an out of this world monstrous kind of character where I don't want to totally compare it to the Undertaker in a way because the Undertaker is a totally different breed, but he's in that kind of character, like dark kind of character kind of mindset. And then when you have Bray Wyatt and just the mind of how he works and just how he knows professional wrestling, because he comes like he's a third generation superstar, mind you. So he knows the business and he knows what to do. And the whole Fiend character was his idea. Like he came up with it. They let him roll with it, and that's how everything's got started. But like Loft said, he's gonna do great wherever he lands up. We will talk about what we all want to see him do, but yeah, it's
There's something off.
yeah,
with WWE that I just don't know what it is.
I got more questions than answers right now.
exactly right.
And it just, when MJ sent me the link, I'm like, I'm like, is that real? And I'm like, it settled in quick. I understood that it was real, but just why? And what is the reasoning, considering that every time they feel like they are going to build him up, they basically shelve him, and this time actually shelving him
Right.
and cutting him. Like,
And heck, they're even building him up for a return in August. So
Yeah.
what the heck?
Yeah, what the fuck?
I was looking forward to it, and I was wondering if he was gonna be face to face with Alexa, because that was the actual last person.
Oh, we'll talk about Alexa too, because I got some
MJ,
words to
you're
say
up,
about
bro.
others.
So basically, for me, it really sucked, bro. Like when I saw it, because I got a notification from Bleacher Report, and I thought it was fake at first. So I went to WWE's Twitter, and I saw Bray Wyatt future endeavors, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is real." And so the first thing I did was send it to the group chat, because I was like, "Am I tripping? Is this for real?" Like, because come on, bro. But it was sad because Bray Wyatt, when I started watching wrestling, Bray Wyatt was one of the first people that came up on TV, and I just automatically fell into love with these characters. So
Right.
it kind of sucked, bro.
First things first, bro. WWE, if WWE is literally killing their company by doing shit like this. Shit like this is not gonna get them nowhere but dug in a deeper hole. Fucking Bray Wyatt, this guy had everything. He had the potential. He had literally everything you can think of in this one character. I mean, from the Wyatt family to
In any
the
of his
whole,
characters,
to,
yeah.
yeah,
Promos.
to the follow the Buzzards to even
Fiend.
the Fiend,
Yeah.
and it's like there was so many ways WWE could have made this whole process of Bray Wyatt's characters throughout the years better, but they missed the opportunity every time.
And heck,
And
even
it buries
WWE
me.
Goldberg.
fans had Twitter accounts
Yeah,
demoted, demoted to him.
and
Like
it
I've
just
seen like Fiend for followers or something like that. I
right.
saw a follow the Buzzards account. Like
But-
they were
And
so
it
into
just
him.
Back
and
on
it just
Twitter.
ruins them.
Yeah.
Us, back on Twitter though, us, I'm gonna leave outside of Brent out of it. Fans were upset. They were
Of
upset.
course.
Yeah, they were upset about this, and I'm pretty sure, we all know that WWE does not really care what they think on
No.
on a social platform. But if they like if they ever do see all those comments and they found out that they messed up, which they probably have countless times.
Listen, it's not like they don't see this.
Yeah.
Like you have
Yeah,
to
they
see the
don't care
backlash.
if
Yeah,
they
like
mess up.
there. I mean, with
Like-
the amount of fans that there is, I mean, of course you just gotta imagine that how many
They may not
people is
care, but they at
blowing
least
them
see
up.
it.
Yeah, they know. They're in that
But
room
it's-
looking eye to eye with each other, like, oh, yeah, we just did that.
It's devastating to see this because these like superstars like these is what you need for your company, and you can't just throw them out because you don't find no creativity. Like budget cut my ass, bro. You have millions or billions of dollars, and you call yourself poor, but really overall, you know what it is. You don't have plans for them.
But
And
like-
the fact that you say that for a character like this, a character that he made up, it's bullshit because this character had been great from the start until they fucking took control over it and ruined it.
But like, I forgot what I was gonna say. But like, wherever, whatever is going on with that, whatever's going on backstage, off camera, something has to come out with what's going on back there. Something has to, even the production truck too. Like something has to be.
Yeah, so here's the thing. Like let's just get right into these articles, and I just want to get your guys' thoughts and opinions on this. So this was just like the first report that I just have is just the report that Bray Wyatt got released from his WWE contract. Part of it says like Bray Wyatt has been with the company since 2009. He was first introduced as Husky Harris, but then that character got scrapped from NXT. The Wyatt family became a thing. Where he also got partnered with Eric Rowan, Luke Harper, aka Brody Lee,
Rest in peace.
and that was a big and it was just like a big stint of his entire career. Wyatt was involved in some fantastic storylines throughout those years, most notably with The Fiend and the Firefly Funhouse antics and all that stuff. And the fact that Vince McMahon seemed to tease that WWE might be giving AEW more superstars, which I will be talking about. They
Yes.
said Sean Ross Sapp was on a call, like those media calls that everybody has when
Yeah.
it comes to those WWE
I can
WWE
imagine.
conference
He's like,
calls.
Bray's out of his contract. We're gonna
It
call
said-
him right now.
It said Vince McMahon on AEW. And this is quote, by the way. This is Vince McMahon's words.
This
I'm
is
not
Vince
sure
McMahon.
where their investments are when it comes to their talent, but perhaps we can give them some more. Now, here's the thing. Vince,
And that came out yesterday too. That was
Yeah.
recorded and everything. That
Yeah.
came out yesterday, and then the next
before
day they released one of their top superstars. And
Yeah.
God only knows where he's going now. I mean, I'm sure we can all predict it. Off to All Elite he goes.
But also, we all believe in Mark Henry's thing for conspiracy theory about WWE. Like, we know it's true. Like, he said they're not getting rid of these guys for budget cuts. They're getting rid of them because they have no use for them.
they don't have anything for them.
They're just wasting talent, he says.
Are they?
Yeah,
are they
I don't know
really
why.
that-
I don't know why I'm the only one with my camera on, Z-Doc, but that's just how it is. We'll see. We'll see if they want to show their faces
Because
soon.
we're all picked off. That's why.
I'm crying, so I can't show my tears.
MJ's
Nah,
being
but
all
honestly
Undertaker.
though, I feel like we all have them off because of the devastation, the how pissed we are.
Yeah, I mean, it's all right. Like I said, you guys really don't have to if you don't want to. But
I'm
But
not
man,
even paying attention, bro. I'm not even paying attention. My bad.
so after that and everything, we come to terms. Like I was at work at the time. I was like, what? When did you even send that, MJ? Like what? 11, 12 o'clock or something like that? Like it was earlier on
It's
in my
like
shift,
1, I think.
and like I'm like. I had to continue working. I can't just like be pissed off the entire day. So I continued working. I got my mind off of it, and then I just see another report from Ringside News saying, "Well, Alexa Bliss reacted to the whole Bray Wyatt release," and I'm gonna read you guys her tweet because this was honestly like I honestly felt really heartbroken for her because
Was this like
Bray-
for her character, or was this like? Or is
this
like
was
legit?
actually just her, just her as
Okay.
as Lexi Kaufman, just
Okay.
like reacting to everything. But this was on her actual Twitter account, Alexa Bliss _ WWE. So the tweet read as follows: I really am at a loss for words. Thank you so much, Wyndham, for everything that you've done for this company. The most fun I've had is working with you. Such an amazing talent and most kind person. I'm just in shock. And then she just tweeted, I think it was a picture of them together. No,
And they had
It's-
really
it's
good
not there
chemistry together.
yeah, no, I
working
mean,
together.
we'll talk about the Alexa Bliss and everything like that because
That's gonna
the-
affect that.
Because look,
That's
don't.
gonna-
after that, everything though, after she tweeted that, people were started to comment on that tweet blaming her because of his release, which I'm going to have to talk to everybody about that because look,
Yeah, because that's crazy.
this is not Alexa's fault.
No,
You cannot
In the
blame
slightest.
Alexa Bliss.
this is Johnny Ace, Johnny
Oh,
Laurinaitis.
And we'll talk about Laurinaitis in a
man.
second too, but
The creative team.
this is not Alexa Bliss's fault. You cannot blame Alexa Bliss in the slightest for this. Alexa
innocent.
Bliss, she wanted to work with Wyndham. She wanted to bring herself into this because she felt like she could be the kind of person to make the Fiend a better kind of character. Even though the character was great, she felt like it could use. She felt like it could use something more. Went to Wyndham himself, brought this up, and he absolutely loved it. And honestly, Alexa fit this perfectly. She fit it to a T. And then when she started doing the whole thing with Bray Wyatt and that Randy Orton feud happened for WrestleMania,
That pointless.
It
feud.
started getting a little bit stale. We all knew that. We all knew that it was going to happen. And then all of a sudden, she turned into the Fiend. And like she helped the Fiend lose, helped Randy win in that match, and it was just, I don't know what happened. It is what it is. Whatever at that point, but you cannot blame Alexa.
Okay, that's
so
kind
guys.
of a topic, King.
Yeah. So
And that's
tell
my
me what
third
you
wife.
guys.
That's my third wife. So I want to fight people who said that. Oh, that's my third wife. You know what I'm saying?
So just tell me what you guys thought about when you heard that Alexa Bliss was being blamed for everything when it comes to the Fiend, and just give me your thoughts on everything when it comes to that.
Well, I just heard just now. I didn't even know she
Oh, really?
was being
You didn't know
blamed.
that?
Yeah. No, yeah. Didn't
Yeah,
know.
no, like
I think
everybody on
complete-
Twitter was blaming her.
I
Just
think
waiting
it's
on
complete
Lox.
bullshit.
Yeah,
the fact
that
that
ain't
they
her fault.
are. I think it's complete bullshit. The fact that everyone is blaming Alexa Bliss because she has been part of the storyline for a while now, which I think is BS that everyone blames her for it. Because what does Alexa Bliss have anything to do with Bray Wyatt
She's
being
got a
released by the
part of
WWE?
the story, but no control.
That's
Like,
what I'm saying. Like, do you think that she really had an option to become in this story? Because I personally don't think so. But it's just it's the fact that once
I mean, she may have
Bray,
had the option, but she didn't have any choice
Right.
on how it's going.
I just feel like
they just
because Bray got released, everyone went straight to Alexa because they knew that she had the same gimmick as him, but in the female version.
But
And
like,
it's not her fault. You can't blame her that he got
No.
released. That's
Yeah.
all WWE. That's all
Like-
WWE.
so
Wait,
I'm,
what was the question again? What's the question again?
So
What was-
Alexa Bliss was blamed for Bray Wyatt's release. So I was just trying to get everyone's opinion on what do you think about that, and just how everything transpired when it comes to that.
I want to fight because that's my wife.
And honestly, whoever started the whole thing in the first place, all I gotta say is fuck you. That's it.
no, put him in a death match.
And
with
that's
real
it,
one.
King. That's
my
exactly what I
wife.
was going to
That's
bring
it.
up once everybody had their opinions out. Alexa Bliss made her Twitter account private because of it, because she
Because of all
just
the
could not
hate.
take the hate anymore.
So
So-
no, put
That's my wife. So I
whoever
wanna fight
started
people who
it,
said that.
put him in a death match with real
I'm
one.
shaking my head.
Like it.
Those probably the same people who was blaming
I don't
Naomi
know
for
where Loph is.
Jim news.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's all right that Loff isn't here right now, but I mean, like, like
I'm
you
right here.
can't. Okay.
I'm right here. Because look, I just
Yeah, Alexa
Well-
Bliss made her account private because of all the hate that she got, because apparently she's blamed for Bray's release. It's not her fault.
it's like people don't understand. Like people pick and choose when they want to realize that as much as we love this company, this is a story. It's written by people after the cameras go off. These are real people who are being scripted to play these characters for your entertainment. There's no way in the world that Alexa was back there and she had to do with Bray losing his job. Like, this isn't about Bray leaving or the Fiend disappearing. This is about Bray losing his job, or his real name. I forget his real name. Wyndham. I think
Wyndham
his name.
Rotunda.
Yeah, this is about Wyndham losing his job, and the fact that you have such a captivating superstar like him, and you throw him away for quote unquote budget cuts or whatever Johnny said.
Yeah.
It's like you're not even taking into account the fans. You're not taking into account Wyndham and his family, and you're not taking into account that maybe, just maybe, Alexa had nothing to do with this. Which is, I don't know how people are really thinking that Alexa played in the part. Like that doesn't make any sense to me at all. So anyone saying that, they
Well,
obviously have
like-
no idea what they're talking about.
So
Obviously, but
here's my take of it. Anybody whoever started it, you're dumb. You are dumb. Like Loft said, she has absolutely zero interference with this. She was only with him during the storyline, and you guys who are blaming her for his release, no, she's completely out of this picture. She's completely out of the topic. You're doing this to her. You're giving her heat because of what he did to him at WrestleMania. Y'all fans need to get that out of your head that that's just the story, not real.
Yeah, like Styles said, it isn't scripted that he actually lost his job. And
Right.
Alexa being blamed when she most likely heard nothing about it until it's announced. That's spot on.
It's fucking bullshit. It shouldn't have happened in the first place. She should have just not even. She shouldn't have even been brought into the situation because she
Yeah.
has the character of the Fiend or similar character to the Fiend. Does not mean that she needs to be brought into this and just get hate out of nowhere.
Right.
So whoever did that, you're a fucking asshole.
So now I want to get into what Loft was trying to say when it comes to the reason of why Bray Wyatt was released. We all kind of know the reason, but I do want to read the article here. It says Bray Wyatt's situation was interesting prior to the release from the company. He was not on television and hadn't been seen since the Raw after WrestleMania, where he said that he was going to be looking for a fresh start. Now, that's no longer going to be with the WWE, and the reason given to him was similar to every other WWE release that has been happening over the past few months, and especially in 2020. Dave Meltzer reported an update regarding Bray Wyatt's release. He added that Johnny Ace was the one to call Bray Wyatt.
People power.
People power.
And the company gave budget cuts as the reason for the firing.
And like I said, Mark said, this was not due to budget cuts. This was a waste of talent.
So it said here, Wyatt was told by John Laurinaitis that was released due to budget cuts. He was preparing for a return. WWE is always looking to trim the bottom line. This is what the article says, and plenty of fans have already asked for this. Is another sign that WWE is preparing to put the company on the sales market. WWE had.
Oh, his mic. Phil, your mic.
People power. Shut the fuck up.
Phil, your mic.
Bitch.
It's not. We can't hear you.
It's on.
There you go. You're good.
Fuck. You guys good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
There's no confirmation regarding a 90-day no-compete clause. We have no idea if he has one or if he doesn't have one or if he's on the NXT contract like the other one was. Or like Malachi was. If that was the case, Wyatt will be paid his downside guarantee money until the clause expires, and then he can go elsewhere. But we have no idea if he has a 90-day no-compete or any kind of day no-compete. But this budget cuts is an absolute lie. We all know it is. Every single time a WWE release happens, it's due to budget cuts, and it's just not the case. It
Like
really
CM
isn't.
Like CM Punk says, it's not. Like CM Punk said in the microphone to Johnny in 2011, like how he fired everybody through the phone.
Yeah.
And I hope we get to Johnny. I really hope, because I really have things to say.
So like I said, John Laurinaitis was the one to call Wyndham, and pretty much say that, yeah, you're released and it's because of budget cuts. Which, like I said, we all know that's not the case.
Nope.
John Laurinaitis is the yes man of Vince McMahon to pretty much say, hey, you know what, you're going to fire this person, you're going to release this person,
shit.
Here you go, have a nice day. I have no... John Laurinaitis and I have had a...
Never liked him.
We've never really liked each other. It's the whole people power thing.
I'm a whole fucking bitch.
It's not like it. 347, nice man.
That's nice. But back to
John Laurinaitis.
So,
it's the yes man it's the yes man at work as always, and I just can't take this anymore. I can't. I just don't even know what to say.
But I have to say, are they really considered selling this company? Because if they are, they better do ASAP. And hopefully they can bring back the feed.
I don't see it happening, though, because who would... Vince is not going to allow that to happen.
Tony Khan.
He is not
Tony-
going to let Tony Khan buy that.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait,
he's gonna
by
pull.
the way,
He's
Tony
gonna
Khan can't
pull.
buy that
He's gonna
company.
pull the money out of his own rear end and say, "Vince, I want your company."
Vince will throw himself. He will not. He will throw
Oh,
himself
hold
out
on,
of the
hold on,
AEW
hold
is
on,
2
hold on.
years old at this point. They don't have
Okay,
enough money
hold
as
on, bro.
WWE did.
Z Dockery, I saw your video of sus moments.
We'll react to that. But
I
we're in a
am
situation
going.
now.
I'm going to sue you, bro. Like I'm suing you for everything you got.
Stop. We gotta react to that after. But
That's
this is
the vibe.
serious, though.
No,
This is
we're
serious.
not
though.
reacting to that. We're not reacting.
Yes, we are.
No, we're not.
Yes,
I'm
we
not
are.
You
reacting.
guys haven't
All
seen
right.
it, bro.
All
I
right.
re-uploaded
Who here
it
wants
on
to
my-
react to that?
on my page.
Hands up. Who wants to react to it?
There ain't no
Listen,
who
I already
wants to.
saw
It's
a part of
we
it
are
on-
going to.
Yeah, like it's not even a thing. Like we're going to.
We only
Like,
had part 1. I thght he was gonna make like a whole like 20-minute video.
compilation?
yeah, I thought he was making a whole 20-minute video, but
That would have been nasty. You can't do that. Man.
but guys, John Laurinaitis, I know we all don't like him here. We've never no one's really ever liked him here. I hope not.
No
at
one
least.
does,
Never.
So
I do. No, I'm kidding.
except for Vince.
I do. Stop.
General manager, bro.
because that's what I'm supposed to say.
Thank,
Shut the fuck
thanks,
up.
King.
Wait. So the only
Social
person that
match.
likes him is Vince.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No.
Oh
he
yeah.
Saul. He,
He
likes
likes
Vince.
himself.
You know, he blows Vince every single night. You know what I'm saying?
Pause.
Pause.
Yeah, pause.
That's
Here we
another
go.
sus
There's
moment.
another
Add
part
that
for
to
you,
the
Z.
compilation.
There's another part
Add
for
that
you.
to the
Put that in the
compilation. He
compilation.
got it. He did it.
It's true though. He does. John Laurinaitis kissed Vince's behind. Like
Pause. Another pause.
it's different.
No,
it's
that's
different.
true though. That's
That is
honestly
true,
true
though.
at this
It's
point.
fact.
I feel the same.
He's
It's
more than Triple H.
So honestly, at this point, just screw John Laurinaitis, screw Vince McMahon for doing this, and it's just not right. You don't call people to do
When
this
they're
shit
having a mental
You
health
don't call-
crisis.
and text people. Wyndham Rotunda is a real human being. He asked for some time off after WrestleMania because he was dealing with the loss of his brother. He was dealing with the loss of his best friend, Brody Lee. All right?
Hey Phil.
He had that moment, he had that time to heal, and then you give the Fiend character to Alexa Bliss. Now, we'll talk about Alexa Bliss and the Fiend
Okay.
character, and we'll talk about what Mickey James had to say
Hey Phil.
Oh,
due to
man.
Oh,
everything
Mickey
that
James
happened
wrote.
there.
I
Mickey
have
James
Mickey
wrote
I have
a
Mickey
tweet.
James'
I can't wait
his
for
thing
it. I
pulled
can't
up
wait
right
for
We'll
it.
now.
talk about what Mickey James had to say
Phil.
in a little
Look,
bit, but
I got it pulled up right now.
Phil.
yeah,
Phil.
I-
Can we
I'll
talk
let you
about?
read it.
Wait,
I'll
wait.
let you read it once
Phil.
we're
Before
everyone's
we
done
before
here.
we get into
Phil.
more detail, Braun Strowman says about time. You know what that means?
AEW.
Listen.
No, I'm kidding.
Listen,
Please.
No,
I don't
I-
want
first-
Braun
first
anywhere
thing-
near AEW. We'll talk
First
about
thing
what we want to
first.
have.
No.
AEW.
We need to see the
No,
we need to
this
see
needs
them
be
in dark order,
discussed,
bro. Like,
because
Mhm.
Bray Wyatt, if you haven't listened to what Mitri said, if Bray Wyatt becomes a member or even the leader of Dark Order, that is something that is going to be heartbreaking for everyone. Not because of, the passing of Brody Lee, but the fact that he is continuing his honor by
Yeah, but that's
finishing
good.
what Brody Lee started.
And
with.
also,
Right.
Phil,
And I'm not saying it's
Also-
heartbreaking because it's a bad thing. I'm saying it's
it would
heartbreaking
be
to all of us
a
because
huge.
we
Also,
lost
it would
him and
be
he's
a
finishing.
very, very huge shot at
Oh my
WWE. Like we screwed up again.
that was 25
And
years
listen,
ago.
we'll talk about everything when it comes to AEW and all that and what we want to see him do. What the heck are we even looking at?
We're looking at
25 years
Kurt
ago.
Angle winning a gold medal with a broken
Oh.
freaking neck.
25 years ago.
All right, well,
I feel old.
so
Insider Anthony, you're about to
you
hear
weren't
it
even
in a little
alive, bro.
I didn't know either, Anthony. I had no
Okay,
idea.
I wasn't
None of us
alive,
were.
but
So
I was a ghost.
screw people power. I hate the man.
bit. Shove it right up your
Let's
ass.
talk about Mickey James and everything that she had to say. Real one's
First
got
of
it all
all,
pulled up, so I didn't have to
Mickey
read
James,
the
though.
tweets
I can't
that
wait
she
for
put
it.
out.
I can't
Mickey
wait.
James.
All
though.
right. So Mickey James, obviously, as we saw, the whole situation that WWE came to terms to
Trash
release Bray
bag.
Wyatt. So Mickey James would then retweet that saying, "I think what you meant to say was, "Thank you so much for coming up with such an incredible gimmick, time and time again. One so cool and over. We really didn't know how to book it right, so we just gave it to someone else so we can still make all the money off of it and let you go. This isn't against
Shit.
Alexa. I
Oh
love
yeah,
her, and
she's
she's
mad.
an
She's
incredible
really mad for what
performer
happened
who is
to her.
killing it in a role she was given. She always does. We are artists, and we take every role we're given and turn it into gold. He, she, they both did. They both did it like that, like it or not. Facts are facts. Sorry if this offends you."
Now
Oh,
here's the thing.
she's
She's
still mad
speaking
for the
true
fact.
facts there.
Damn.
She's
She's speaking
speaking
facts,
true
though.
facts there because that is exactly what happened. That's
She's a true
exactly
wrestling
what
fan.
happened.
She's a
After
true
the loss
wrestling
at
fan.
WrestleMania, when he decided to take some time off, they literally gave the Fiend character to Alexa Bliss. And Alexa Bliss was doing her thing as the Fiend. We all know some of it was up, some of it was down, and we all know at this point it's gotten stale. So they literally gave it to her and just let him do him. And then just a few moments later, he was released from the company. And they're just like, you know what? Yeah, we'll continue making all the money in the world off this character, even though this is his idea. This was not even WWE's. But here you go. Have at it, Alexa Bliss, and see you later, Wyndham Rotunda.
Wait, I have a
Like
question.
it
I
is
have a question.
such a disrespectful move.
So if I'm not mistaken, Bray Wyatt came up with the character, right?
Yes.
Bray Wyatt was the person that created
Okay.
the whole character.
So that's his character. He owns that
But
character.
they did.
Hold on,
Well, they
wait,
No,
did.
not
They
now.
did. No,
Not
not
now
no more.
because
They took
WWE
the
got it.
trademark from it. Yep.
Hold on.
Yeah.
So technically he can sue or he can take it to AEW.
He can't. He can't
Like
do
you
either
know
one
how
of
like
those now.
Ryback
WWE owns it.
you know like how Ryback fought to keep that name. I feel like Bray will do that. Like he'll fight his way to keep Bray Wyatt and the Fiend.
He'll try, but he's going to
He'll
lose
try, but
because
he's
it's a
going to
billion-dollar
lose it.
company, and they have the
Bro,
trademark.
it took Cody Rhodes forever to get his name.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it took
it
Cody
took
Rhodes.
forever
It
to
took
get the
Cody
Rhodes
Rhodes
name.
it took Cody Rhodes like 8 years just to get it.
To get Rhodes.
Yeah.
No, I mean, he had Cody the entire time because yes, that is his actual name, but it took like him 8 years to get
Yeah.
Rhodes.
Yeah.
So he'll try. He might try to get the Fiend back, but it's trademarked and everything. So
Yeah.
Bray Wyatt should keep the character. Yes, take it
It is
to take the AEW and do Dark Order.
Bro,
I
we're not
totally
watching
agree.
that segment list, bro. We're not
I
watching that
totally
video.
agree.
We are not
If
watching
that
that video.
happens, we're probably gonna be watching AEW more than WWE. I don't know about
And here's
Lock, but
and here's the thing.
I mean, I'm still
Mickey
watching
James and
NXT,
Alexa
but
Bliss, they're still tight like this. They were a tag team
Mickey-
back
Mickey
whenever
was
Mickey
good.
James was back in WWE, and they were having their little thing or whatever. And like, so since they're still close knit and everything, like she said at the end of it, like, I'm sorry if this offends you, pretty much saying that to Alexa Bliss. But at the end of the day, what she was speaking was facts. And I just want to get all your guys' reactions to when you saw that tweet, because as soon as she tweeted that out, it was 2:11. It was literally just 10 minutes after I got out of work. So I saw that as soon as I opened up Twitter, and I'm like, oh shoot, she went off.
yeah.
So I mean, just
If
tell me
Brody
what you
Lee
guys
was
think when
here-
you saw it.
Hey guys, can I say that if Brody Lee was here, he would have went off too.
I'm
Okay,
not gonna lie, bro. I just found out about the Mickey James thing right now.
Same.
Y'all told me.
Okay.
I haven't been on Twitter since MJ sent me the link to that. And
Yeah, that
Yeah,
had been on
but-
Twitter since I saw that.
Look, I ain't gonna lie. I retweeted that as soon as I saw it.
that
I
was
haven't
did
heard
too.
of
wild.
I love
Truly
when
wild.
she talks about like her experience in the company, because when she was in her prime, I was very young, so I was just looking at her like from the TV. I wasn't even
Hey,
we
Mickey-
obviously didn't know what was going on backstage.
Sorry.
But it's like everything she said was right. I mean, it's been the stuff that people have been saying about the company for so long, and now this is another example of Kevin Owens, CM Punk, Mickey James being right as far as how the company is run sometimes, and
Yeah.
well, most of the time, honestly.
Oh, yeah, I
And
forgot Kevin Owens did a pipe bomb.
it's a shame. It really is. It's a shame.
Ah, man.
So I also want to give now this isn't totally a shout out, but I also was on Twitter when Loff, you know the man, pretty much by heart at this point. JD.
Yeah.
Now,
yeah.
I don't know if you saw his tweet, but I do want to
I
read
did.
it out because this tweet was honestly 100% correct as well when it comes to just his thoughts on Bray. Now, if you guys don't know, he's been a very big supporter of Bray Wyatt, especially Wyndham, the guy behind the character of Bray Wyatt. He said, and I quote in his tweet, "You have the worst creative department out of any sports entertainment company on the face of the planet. Take his pride and passion, give it to Alexa Bliss, and then release him. Thank you for making Tony Khan's roster far greater than yours with this one." Now, he's pretty much insinuating that he should go to AEW. We'll talk about AEW and we'll talk about what we all want to see him do.
This is
He
more
went
backlash than the
savage.
other influencers.
He went absolute savage, but you know what? I really don't care because that is 100% true, and
You know what?
I'm glad that JD said that.
Hold on. We're on phone. What's his Twitter? I want to follow him now.
JD from NY206.
Go on his YouTube channel. That guy is
Go
great.
on his YouTube channel. He has off the script, and he pretty much did an
honest,
extra like this.
I want to know what Bully Ray will say
number
on
one
his
right
podcast when he found out about
Bro,
this.
I cannot wait. I cannot wait till Mark Henry talks about it.
So,
Oh man.
Or Chris
I wanna-
Jericho.
so Lof, when you saw that tweet, what did you think of it? And I'll let you guys jump in because you guys just heard the tweet from my mouth too. So I'll let you guys jump in when Lof says it.
Retweet is he has a lot of opinions that are very set. You know, you know
Yeah.
that his opinions are very set on what he believes, and I respect that. But 99% of the time, he is correct, and that was just another aspect of him knowing a lot and just doing the same thing Mickey did.
Right.
Reading this company for what it is, and
Now, this tweet was even before Mickey James. This was happening at like 12:53. So,
he
I
did it
mean,
right when it happened.
it was him,
So, like,
and then he pretty much did it almost right when it happened. And then
'cause
Mickey James chimed in after. But, I mean, I'm not saying that she did it just because of JD.
yeah, and he's right because you can't have these many superstars on your roster, and every time the releases come around, you're releasing people that you really had something with. Like, you're not
Right.
releasing people that were backstage and not doing anything. You're releasing people that actually got a reaction from like Ryan too. Like,
Yep.
you're throwing away people that actually captivated the crowd. You know,
Yep.
like I can't remember a time where Bray never got a reaction from the crowd at all.
Right.
And it
Yeah.
doesn't.
2017 when he won the WWE
Okay.
champion.
Well, you're always going to find. He
No,
didn't have
no,
a
first of
reaction
all,
when
no,
he
because
didn't have a
we-
reaction when he
lost
won
to
the
Goldberg.
WWE championship. You are crazy. You are
they were going
crazy.
crazy.
He
He was
was
over. He was
He
over.
was
down
so
there, dog.
over, and that crowd went electric for him.
He,
Wait,
he,
for which
it dwindled down,
what'd you say?
but
For the Elimination Chamber thing?
yeah, he was over as hell. I remember that.
Yes,
I was still in
cried.
high school when that happened, I think.
And we'll talk about
I
Bray
cried when he
Wyatt
won.
moments as well. But guys, you heard the tweet from what I said. Tell me what you guys think about the tweet from what I just read. Well, I've
Just-
already said it, but
Just straight up facts, you know, like. But I'm also what Mickey said, and Mickey was going off, and
Yeah.
but what I'm hearing is that they all are correct about this, and I think that I don't know where this is gonna go to. I don't know what's gonna happen now since.
I mean, JD outright just said that they have the worst creative department in any sports entertainment company on the
And
face
and
of the
he's not
planet.
wrong.
Like,
And he is not wrong.
That's
he went
facts.
off on
For
that.
how much money they
And then,
make, he is not wrong.
Undertaker said in the Joe Rogan Experience podcast, it's totally gone soft.
It's not even about that. It's just
It's not
they're
even about that,
completely they're completely disconnected from
The fans.
yeah, you know.
and what we truly want to see from this
Mhm.
company.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So Bash, what did you, I mean, we all pretty much know it's facts from what JD
Yeah,
said, but just
straight
say
facts. Mickey, especially that whole Mickey tweet was just incredible. Like, this creative team not really having direction for big guys like Bray or even Alistair, to where it's like these are names that could help your Monday Night Raw out a lot.
yeah. It's all right, Aiden. You don't have to be sorry that you're late. but yeah, guys. I mean, I just wanted to give those two tweets, well, 3 tweets technically, some good notice because Mickey James and JD both spoke facts. So
I want to know what Eric Rowan thinks about this because that's also.
I haven't heard anything from Eric Rowan or anything from I think Eric Redbeard is what he goes by now, but if we get any news on him and what he thinks about Bray's release, we'll probably just get it to you as soon as we can. Probably on a TikTok because we don't know how long we're going to be over here.
Like I said, if Brody was here, he would be livid.
Oh, he'd go to Tony Khan right now and talk to him about coming on in. But
guarantee he'd probably go straight to Tony Khan and be like, "Hey, he just got released. I want him in this company."
Whoever said that last in the chat, chill on that shit. Come on, cuz.
If he really wants to,
no.
No negativity. Get him out.
Ban him, bro.
No negativity. We don't praise death on nobody, and that's not welcome here on Outside the Brand.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm blocking him. That's just not like I don't even care.
He also said someone looked like their coochie was Arby's roast beef. I had no idea who he was talking about. Like
he was talking to Bray. We don't body shame either.
He was talking about
body shame either.
I think he was talking about Mickey James.
I am now disturbed. Okay.
It's all right, MJ.
So
we've heard worse.
Another report came out saying that Bray Wyatt was creatively frustrated with WWE prior to his release. Now, of course he would be. Of course he would be.
Does Eric Rowan have Twitter? Like, seriously?
Yeah, I think it's Eric Redbeard or something. All you have to do is search up something like that.
Okay.
But Sean Ross Sapp said during a special live on Fightful's YouTube that there was a lot to Bray Wyatt's WWE release. He also made it very clear that anyone in his chat will get banned if they make any assumptions about mental health, which, thank you, Sean Ross. That's good on you for doing that. Ringside News will not be addressing any of those speculations either. We talked about it technically, but I mean, we didn't outright say it was just because of that. So it pretty much just saying that when things were passed his way that he wasn't necessarily keen on, I don't want to say vocal, but he wasn't receptive on any of the plans that they tried to give him. So he was very frustrated for whatever storylines they were trying to give The Fiend and everything. They were trying to pretty much make The Fiend their gimmick instead of his. And he has every right to be creatively frustrated when it comes to that company because you know that anything that they would have gave that character, especially with The Fiend, would not have gone right. So in a way, I'm kind of happy for Bray Wyatt in this sense because now that he's gone and now that he's gone from this company, he can let his creative juices flow and really let this character, if he so chooses to bring some kind of other different element with this, and let it shine.
That's really if he lets his wings spread, though. Is he just going to sit around and wait for that call from Johnny again and say, "Hey, man, we'd like to have you back"? You know,
I would not go back. I would not go back.
I mean, Zelina did.
No.
But
see how that's working
Bray
out for
goes
Eric.
back, he would. I guarantee you that he would deny it. Guarantee you.
To be fair, I'm pretty sure Zelina Vega wasn't released off of budget cuts. She was released off of her.
She was released because of the
She was
whole
released
thing.
off of her whole.
She was released because of Twitch,
situation.
yes, but she still does it. So
Yeah.
She just lost, so you know.
yeah, she still does it. I mean, creatively frustrated. I agree with it. Creatively frustrated. You're going to be fine wherever you go because you're going to flourish wherever you go because you're actually going to let that creative juice flow and actually be praised and embraced for your creative mind. So, honestly, at this point, what else did we see here? WWE considered releasing Bray Wyatt on the previous round of cuts. I mean, and the previous round of cuts was like when? A couple months ago?
Beginning of June.
So, I mean, they
He
were
coulda got
trying
released
to
last
release
month.
him when
Well,
it
do they
was
mean
down.
the previous round as in Alistair Braun and that,
All right, I
like
think-
that
Yeah.
group? Or
If that
Oh,
was the
okay.
case, that was like what was that, May or April that one
I
happened?
think it was May. I think.
Yeah,
It doesn't seem that far
so
away.
previously reported Bray
Yeah.
Wyatt was creatively frustrated. It was
And then
reported
there's,
by
like, a couple
that
were
Johnny Ace
released
called Bray Wyatt himself.
in the beginning of June.
Bray Wyatt for the previous round of cuts. Yeah, it was the one that Bash said when it comes to those names. So he was going to be released around that time, but they opted out of that, and now we obviously know today. So if he was released then, oh my god, I don't even know what the backlash would have been. It probably would have even been. Well, I don't know if it would have been worse, but either way, it was not going to
It
be
probably would have
good.
been worse because man,
Either
you
way, it
drop
was not
all-
going to be good.
Well, I feel like it
Yeah.
would have been. I feel like it would have been worse back then because along with all the top talents that have already been released in that time, if he was just added to it, that would probably just piss everyone off even more than it already had back then. And I mean, just think about. I mean, if they want to blame it on Alexa Bliss, I mean, just think of the hate that she's gonna get when she comes out on Raw. I mean, if you think about it at the time, then think about
What, Loff?
how
No.
hated she was gonna be.
No, once he just struck that in my head. Like I totally forgot that she's gonna be on Raw. They're gonna.
She's
I
done.
honestly don't think she should go on Raw. I'm
I
not.
don't think so either.
I want to talk
I
about
think-
what Mitri said on his live because now that we're kind of getting into like what Alexa Bliss is, and now that she's pretty much the Fiend, how can you really let her go on as the Fiend after this now?
Yeah.
You can't.
Really,
Man, you really cannot. If
You
you
can't.
continue her to be the Fiend, she's gonna get so much hate to the point where she's not even gonna want to be
it's
on
gonna
TV
be
or social
completely
media.
pointless now.
She's gonna be like she's gonna get worse boos than Roman Reigns did in 2015. That's what I think.
And that's bad. That's bad.
And that's
Yeah.
no,
And those were boosts for storyline purposes. These
no.
were
Yeah, those were
boosts
boosts
for
for
match.
storylines.
Tommaso
Yeah.
Ciampa in Chicago.
Yeah, I'm saying like
Yeah.
these gonna be different boosts.
That was booze
and
for
Roman was
storyline,
storyline.
but this
This
is
is real.
off of real hate.
Okay, what about
Yeah.
the time that Roman Reigns defeated Undertaker the night after WrestleMania?
It's
Raw.
still
Again,
storyline.
that was
bro.
storyline.
That was
but
Did you see?
Someone
Did
just
you hear
lost
the
their job.
chants?
This is real
Y'all
stuff.
heard them chants, bro.
well, yeah, but that's just
Yeah, but
because
that's
WWE
story.
are toxic
This is
at
off
times
of
a
real
lot.
hate.
This is beyond booze for a storyline. This is
I
people
mean, heck,
actually
she
mad about someone losing their
already
job.
So is this like
made her Twitter private. She might go all the way and
this-
actually
right.
delete it
And
like
it hasn't
Naomi did.
even been 12 hours since he's been released.
She might go all the way if the boos go as far as we all think that it might as well be. She might actually delete her Twitter just like Naomi
She's probably
did.
gonna be written off TV anyway, right? For right now.
She's
Probably
not
for right
going to
now.
be written off TV because
Don't
she's
let her
in
off.
a prominent story.
And the problem is, if she asks for time off, she's gonna go the same direction Bray went.
Yeah, she'll
Yeah.
have time off
But
for
she
about
really
5 or
doesn't have
6
an
months
option.
or whenever she will, and then she'll probably get released too.
Yeah.
And that's
So-
going to be
She
a
doesn't have an
big, and that's going to be another big shot and another big mistake that they will take if they do release Alexa. You're going to have no women's. I think you're not going to
You
have.
already
enough
have no
women's-
women on
They don't
that
have anybody
roster.
right
To be
now.
honest, but
You
to be
got
honest,
7.
I did see a thing on Bleacher Report saying that this is just one of the few. So I don't even know if we're done with.
Oh
the
yeah,
continuing?
we're also talking about that too.
So
This
who
is
was
just
the-
Wait, what?
So wait, I have a question. Was there any report?
no. Here's the
continuing
thing.
more re-
Nobody
they're
else
continuing more
was
releases?
released today. Nobody else was
Oh,
released
okay.
today.
I'm about to say what the
But-
hell?
just
but-
Bray.
It's
Oh.
literally just Bray for right now, but reports have come out that more could come within the next few days.
Now I did hear
Titus Catering. I don't
that
want Titus Catering to end.
I heard
Hold
that.
on, let me see if I can
shit
find.
about,
Let me see if I can find that. Hang on.
like when Joe and all of them got released, I did hear that there was supposedly more, such as like Liv Morgan and Keith Lee and names like that supposedly
Yeah.
supposed to be released later on down the road. And I heard rumors that Jeff Hardy was supposed to be one of them, but I really hope that's not the case.
Stop. You hurt me. You hurt
Hold
me right
on,
now.
hold on, hold on.
It's 3 body shots right there, man. I can't take that.
You think I
Yes,
wanted
Liv
to
was
say
a part
that?
of that list. Yes, Liv was a part of that list.
That hurts. That hurts a lot. That hurts a lot.
But
That hurts
guys,
a lot.
I
That
also
hurts.
kind of want to give a little bit of light to an AEW superstar.
I know you're talking about. I think I know you're talking about. I think
because
I know you're talking
Evil Uno
about.
commented on
Mhm.
Bray Wyatt's release. Now, honestly, I just found this out literally as soon as I clicked on the article because I had no idea this was even a thing. So, Evil Uno on his official Twitter just tweeted out these words: released, quote, he should join Dark Order. Repeat.
Yes. Now
And
that. Now
Chelsea
that's
Green said
a
something
shot.
too.
and
See,
Evil
that
Uno
Now
right there,
that's a
that
shot.
right there hasn't even been 12 hours since he's been released, and Evil Uno himself is already thinking the same things that the fans are.
And then Evil
That right
Uno
there
said
is telling you
afterwards, Evil Uno
that
is
we're
the
smarter in WWE.
unofficial leader. But I mean, come on, you can totally do Bray Wyatt as a member of the Dark Order. It fits
Mhm.
perfectly right in.
Hmm.
Now there's another article that says Bray Wyatt and Vince McMahon's relationship might not have contributed. Okay, well, might not
guy-
have contributed to his release, but I don't know about that.
And to be clear,
Oh, and the Undertaker trended during his release. I don't know why.
The Undertaker.
I just got notified on that too. Let me go into here and actually talk about that one real quick. And then after this, we'll that's all the stuff that we know about Bray Wyatt's release, and we can just talk about what we want to see him do going forward. But
well, I
but
have a question
in-
about Bray's release. If he wasn't released, what was he? I know they had nothing for him, but what was he going to do when he was going to come back?
they
is my
literally had
question.
nothing for him, so he was probably just going to do a couple of Firefly Funhouse segments, probably just do another random feud with Randy Orton,
I
and
found
then
the
that was
rumor
going to be it.
list. I found the rumor list. So the rumor list for later on down the line was supposed to be Humberto Carrillo, Angel Garza, Keith Lee, Liv Morgan, and Jeff Hardy.
That's I can't. No.
So three out of those five people, are actually people that, well, we all know, we all love, and are actually kind of involved in stuff right now. That being Keith Lee, Jeff Hardy, and Liv Morgan. Humberto
And I know
Carrillo
lots-
Humberto
lots of comment
Carrillo,
now.
the walking L of this entire establishment, and Angel Garza. Let's face it,
He's done.
they're
He's toast.
really nothing that's going to be contributing to the company anytime soon.
He's basically
Honestly,
in Titus Catering.
they're 24/7 championship material, Titus Catering material, like Salt said. So those haven't happened yet. I don't want any of you guys to get twisted on this. None of those names were released.
I'm already tearing it. God damn it. Okay.
None of them were released. Those were just the rumored
Jeez.
set, and that was
forgot
rumored
about that.
back. That was rumored back a couple months ago. So
Yeah, that was.
it's only Bray Wyatt. I don't want any of you guys to get twisted on that.
I will lose my mind in this house if I see Liv Morgan and Jeff and Keith. I will lose my freaking mind.
If Jeff,
here's
if
the
Jeff
thing.
happens, I think Loft will probably not botch wrestling anymore.
And here's
I'll
the
watch
thing.
it still. I'll just be pissed off.
Y'all
And here's
know
the thing,
that
Keith
I am
Lee,
literally.
Keith
watch it
Lee,
with a
when he was gone for the 7 months that he was gone for, I honestly thought that they were pretty much saying like, all right, we're just gonna quietly release this guy because he was gone for 7 months.
Yeah.
Bro,
So I honestly thought it was kind of in the works.
y'all
but
know I
then-
love Liv Morgan, man. I can't take you. I can't. My heart hurts.
But as
already.
we all know, that didn't happen with Keith Lee. He's just been 0-2 ever since he returned, and
to be
looks
honest-
terrible in both of them.
To be honest, though, we thought Liv Morgan was gonna get released anyway, because Ruby Riott was released, so we thought she.
I honestly thought Ruby Riott was going to be the one to probably break out, but then I honestly thought about it in the back of my head more. I'm like, oh yeah, everybody does like Liv Morgan a bit more, and that's
know I
why
do.
they did. And that's why they did Liv instead of Ruby. But Ruby's gonna do great wherever she goes. I think she's still under her 90-day no compete, so wherever she goes, she'll be fine at. But yeah, talking about the Undertaker real quick because he started trending on Twitter while Bray Wyatt was released.
Did he say
Why?
anything?
What was
Hold
he
on, I
trending
just want
for?
to say,
What's he trending for?
real quick. I looked deeper into like the Jeff Hardy stuff because you know how me and Lawfar we don't want anything about Jeff Hardy being released or anything. Apparently, that rumor with Jeff Hardy was a lie.
Yeah,
Oh, thank God.
yeah.
That makes sense.
All right.
That makes sense.
But all
So-
the other ones that I did read, those were official.
That's still
rumors.
terrible. I don't want Liv and Keith to
Yeah.
go anywhere.
Yeah, no.
man.
Guys,
Other than Jeff
I don't
Hardy's
think,
name, it was
I don't think I'm gonna buy. I don't think I'm gonna buy 2K22 now because it's gonna be completely pointless now.
Listen, I don't
Listen,
even
I-
kind of want
it's
to.
Oh
I don't
my
even want to talk about
God, no,
2K22
the
because that
Fiend's
roster.
probably not gonna. Oh my God.
I mean, they already took Daniel Bryan out of the game. They're probably going to take Bray Wyatt out of the game because of everything that happened right
2K,
now. So
2K. If y'all watching this, can we please just keep the Fiend in there? Because I don't want to buy.
If you're watching this,
Please, like,
The Fiend's been
come
in
on.
one game, and that was 2K20, the worst game of
and
all
it was
time.
DLC. You had to beat like a
Yeah, they
tower in
want
order to beat him.
$50 for
I
that.
hate
Hell
that thing.
no.
You had to beat a tower in order to actually unlock him. He wasn't actually a pre-order bonus. You had to beat a tower for
And
it.
that's the thing too. The Fiend was going to be a big character in this game too, and it's devastating that now that's not going to happen.
So
I mean,
just
he's a high
sometimes-
overall too.
I mean,
Yeah.
it could still happen because there was some wrestlers that was released last year that was still in the game, but it's a possibility.
But it just
I
depends
mean-
on how early they already made it. Like
Yeah.
it depends
True.
if they were already adding to the game before they released, then
and here's
they're
the thing:
probably staying in.
they had like a year and a half to make this game because they skipped WWE 2K21, and that's why we have WWE
See, to
2K
be honest,
Battlegrounds.
Did
So-
they really skip it, or was Battlegrounds kind of like, you know?
Well, we have
Uh,
2K20,
Did they
then it
really
was
skip it,
2K
like-
Battlegrounds, and now it's 2K22. So they skipped 2K21. They just
I
put
mean-
Battlegrounds in that slot.
They still made it. They still
Yeah.
made a game. Though,
They
bruh.
still technically made it 2K21, but it's
They
2K
probably have to.
Battlegrounds.
It's probably like on their contract with the company. They probably have to make like something like a game or
Oh yeah, they
allude
had
to
to
a
make
game
it. They
for
had
the
to
next
make
few
a
years.
yearly game. They
Oh,
do.
so
Like, that's in their
2K,
contract.
2K. If y'all watching this, show us some stuff that we actually care about. No one cares about.
Yes,
like,
I don't even want to talk about
It's a
2K.
big
because
fan
that-
poll,
that-
so there
that-
might be a
it just
season
makes
or
me
a
upset.
DM mode.
I can talk about 2K for 4 hours, man. I hate 2K.
Look,
So
2K, like, come on, bro. Like,
So,
come
like
on.
I was trying to say earlier, The Undertaker was trending
Do a Black Man
during
a
Bray
favor,
Wyatt's
you know what I'm
release.
Come on.
What?
I'll tell 2K to do a Black Man a favor. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
Turns out the man that's behind this is Nick Khan.
Oh
Well,
my God.
obviously,
No
he's-
relation to
he's the
Tony,
boy.
by
yeah.
the way.
Well, yeah.
No relation to Tony.
They're not.
Doesn't
They're not
really-
related at all.
No relation to Tony.
They're not
no
related
relation.
at all.
No,
They're not
nothing.
related. No.
There's
They're
no
not-
there's
no relation.
There's no relation.
There's
As
no
weird as that
relation.
is.
As weird as it is, there's no relation.
They're not
So
related.
no,
See,
they're
I
not.
was so confused on why. Like, okay, then moving on.
Bro,
So
I
moving
have
on.
the
Can
list
I talk
of
about the Undertaker
superstars
real
right
quick?
now
I thought I was like
Was
a
trending.
Yeah.
But okay, I
What
guess they're not
Undertaker
related. I guess.
say?
He ain't say nothing. I already checked. He ain't say nothing. So I don't know
Oh,
why he trending. To be honest.
hey, Mike, we can't hear you, bro.
It does suck though because
Hello?
the rumors
There you go.
are
Okay.
Angel, Humberto, Liv, and Keith Lee. Those are the top 4 right now.
Why Liv though, man? Why y'all hate Liv so much?
Those are the 4
Oh,
that
okay.
have been officially confirmed
I
as
mean,
the rumors.
this article isn't really saying anything too
Wait,
dramatic when it
wait,
comes to
hold
the
on.
Undertaker.
Randy Orton's trending. Okay.
So they were just pretty much saying like, oh yeah, the Undertaker and the Fiend were kind of like in the same kind of boat when it
That's
comes
cap.
to their creepy characters and all that.
That's cap.
Damn,
What the
sis,
fuck do you
trending.
mean? That's cap.
They're
The
not
Undertaker
similar.
and the Fiend are almost in the same kind of boat when it comes to their creepiness.
Yeah, but
Wait,
different.
what'd you
But
say?
Undertaker was way more creepier.
Okay, but they're
Yeah.
both
You know
still
what they
creepy
mean, man.
characters.
You
You
know
know
what
what
they
they
mean.
mean. So
You know what they mean, man.
Come on, Saul. Think outside the box, man.
No, think in the box. No, think directly in the box.
I mean, I'm not saying they're the exact same character. I'm saying that when it comes to their creepiness and when it comes to everything, like their entrances and all that,
Mhm.
Why is Randy Orton trending though? That's what I want to know.
they're probably doing something with Randy Orton too when it comes to the Fiend. Who knows?
You think
Watch
Randy
it.
Orton's gonna get released? Heck no.
Why should you talking to?
Randy is not getting released. Trust
Hey,
me.
No
Randy-
way.
I said,
Oh.
why is
Hey,
Randy
boy,
trending?
no way, boy.
Come on. He ain't gonna release Randy Orton.
Ain't no way.
So now it's just time to get into the fact of what we all want to see Bray Wyatt do next. You guys
Dark
already
Order
know.
leader.
You guys
Dark
already
Order
know
leader.
what I want.
Dark
I
Order
want him
leader.
in AEW,
Dark
and I want
Order
him to
leader.
Dark Order.
Dark Order leader.
Um,
leader. Also,
Give me
bring
what
Braun
I
Strowman.
want. No, what?
Bring Braun Strowman and Redbeard with you to Dark Order.
Mhm.
Bray Wyatt. No.
No, Bray
Here's
Wyatt
the
will
thing.
go.
Bray Wyatt can go. Bray Wyatt can go to AEW. Braun Strowman, I don't want anywhere near.
I feel like Eric
AEW.
Redbeard would be perfect in AEW. I mean, obviously with that one-time appearance that we saw with him, I still think he would be good to.
That was during the Brody Lee tribute show, and
Yeah.
that was perfect to do it at.
Yep.
I don't want Braun Strowman anywhere near AEW. I don't want him there.
You know what I realize, y'all? You know what I realize?
You were never, hey, Phil, you were never a fan of Braun, were you?
It's not that I was never a fan of Braun. It's that when they started booking him in terrible situations, they made him look like a complete joke.
That is
So-
true because he was like this monster for like the past 3 years.
They made him a monster in
and then this
2018,
last year
and then
of
in
his,
2019,
he just, like, he
2020,
loses every match.
I mean, do y'all know what messed him up though? Brock Lesnar, getting involved in that Hell in a Cell
that's
match.
not. I mean, you can technically count that as well, but his mic skills were never that good.
True.
He
But
was
a lot of champions right now, my skills aren't that good.
He was just a big guy who can flip
so
over
nice.
cars.
But
At
Phil,
that time.
bro, you know what I realize, bro? WWE, y'all making it too easy for AEW to be that show, bro. Like, come on, bro. Y'all making it too easy.
I mean, Vince said it
That's my
himself.
issue.
He wants to
That's my
he wants to give the AEW more stars. He did. He said
That's
it.
my main issue. I don't want AEW to turn into the place where I don't want them to be the rebound relationship every time WWE releases somebody. Like, I hate
Vince
that.
McMahon on AEW.
Yeah.
I'm not sure where their investments are when
But,
it comes to their talent, but perhaps we can give them some more superstars.
I seen someone say this earlier.
Yo,
He said
I'm
it.
surpri-
I seen
I'm
someone say
surprised,
this earlier.
guys.
They say that Vince, the reason why he doesn't really see AEW as like a threat is because, he's been around for a while. He think no one can touch him.
Well, of course, that's the reason why he thinks that, but that's not anything further than the truth.
Nothing from
You-
Triple
like-
H.
True.
I was expecting
True.
Triple H to say something, but he didn't say anything.
Like,
Triple H ain't gonna say nothing.
Listen.
Triple H,
Bray Wyatt should go to AEW and go to the Dark Order. Now, should he be the new Exalted One? Now, that could be a topic of discussion in a debate, because
Exalted
we all
One?
know what
What
Brody
is that?
Lee did with the Exalted One character, and Brody Lee was absolutely fantastic when it came to that. We all
Yep.
know that he sadly passed away earlier in
That makes
2020,
sense.
and
That was late 2020.
late 2020. My bad. Oh yeah, that's right. It was.
Yeah, he
It was
died
during.
the day
It was
after
during the
Christmas.
Christmas week.
December.
He died the day after Christmas. He died
Day
December
after Christmas.
26th.
No, it was 26.
Day after Christmas. Yes,
Yeah, day after Christmas.
26.
Christmas.
So-
That hurts.
So, here's the thing.
It's
Should he
alright.
be the new Exalted One? I don't think they should use that name, because that Exalted One character belongs to Brody Lee, and it'll always belong to Brody Lee. But
Can you
Real
just get, like, a
One
name
said-
like you had
Real
in
One
the-
said it best, and it pretty much just all comes down to -1.
I
No,
did
negative
say
one
I did
is Brody
say
Lee's-
that obviously
It's Brody Lee Jr.
Brody Lee's son, -1, obviously,
Yeah.
the kid of Dark Order or whatever. I did think that if Bray Wyatt does go there and becomes some type of, member of Dark Order, I feel like the only right way to do it is if you have Bray Wyatt and -1 have a good bond together in the Dark Order. Well,
Yeah.
and obviously, him being, a little kid, obviously, still with school around and all this stuff. I mean, just get him on when you can, I mean,
Yeah.
you can.
He
you
shows up
could
on
even
Dark
have
and Dark
you're right.
Elevation all
Yeah,
the time.
you could. Yeah, you could even have. You could even have Bray be the enforcer for him during the Dark Order, and always have -1's back no matter what. And every time after a match, pay the tribute to Brody, do the yeah or whatever. Or
He
yeah, or
shows up-
even do the Dark Order. Yeah, do that.
So, I mean, -1 shows up on Dark and Dark Elevation all the time. You see this kid jumping around, having a fun time, taking his own bumps on the ramp and everything. Like, he's an absolute stud, and I absolutely love the kid. Now,
That's a goat right there. He better than Cody Rhodes.
I mean, and he signed a 10-year contract. When he turns 18, he's under contract with AEW for the next 10 years. So,
That's amazing.
so
Basically, he's gonna run that company.
and here's the thing.
Future champion,
They already have
world
they
champion.
already have his first feud pretty much booked and everything, because
Future
during the
cruiserweight
Brody Lee tribute show, when MJF was on there or whatever, he got into MJF's face smacked
you
him
do
in the
have to
head with a
think-
kendo stick or something, and there you go. You have your first
you have
feud
to
right
think
there.
10 years from now.
But is MJF really gonna be around that long?
Yeah, because
Of course he
MJF,
is. He's like
by the time
24
that-
years old.
Yeah,
He's like
MJF is going to be
24.
like
He's only
34 years old
24.
in 10 years. That's like that's like I don't know, in between towards the end of your prime.
He's only 24 years old, so he'll be there.
Yeah, he'll be around.
Yeah, Jungle
Um,
Boy's still gonna be there.
Oh my God, Jungle Boy versus Brody Lee Jr. I'm all in for
And
it.
it's crazy too, because like
Darby's
you know,
still gonna be
Colin
there.
Cassidy.
I mean, could you
Orange
just
Cassidy.
imagine how talented
Colin
he's going to
Cassidy?
be at the
This
age
is
My
not-
bad.
of
This
18?
is not 2011, bro.
Could you imagine how good he's going to be at the age of 18 though? I mean, he's already
Yeah.
training
Stuck
with
up
Liv
to now.
Morgan.
He's
right
already
now,
training.
It's in his genes.
He's training with Liv
Yeah.
Morgan and Adam Cole.
Yep.
So I mean,
He's gonna be ready.
yeah, he's gonna be ready, and I can't wait for it.
I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say
But
it.
guys, I mean, MJ just keeps saying it over and over again. Bray Wyatt to AEW, Bray Wyatt to AEW. But what do you guys really want to see him do? If you guys want to see him outside
Bray
of
Wyatt,
AEW, what
AEW.
would you want to see him do?
I'd like to
Leader
see him.
Dark Order.
I'd like to see him in New Japan. To be honest with you, I feel like he would be great in New Japan. But at the same time, you know, I'm gonna have to agree with everyone. And the best place for him to go is AEW with the Dark Order to finish what his best friend unfortunately couldn't, and that's devastating.
GCW.
Oh God!
really want
Imagine
him
him
in
in
a
death
death match?
matches.
Oh man.
Holy they
shit.
said we're not watching that video.
We did not say that. We said we will react to it whenever
We
We're not
will
watching
react
that
to
video.
it, but
We're not
not
watching
in
it.
this
We're not
episode.
watching
We kind of
We're not.
want to just focus on Bray Wyatt.
We're not watching that video. No, we're not.
So, anybody else on their thoughts on Bray Wyatt and what he wants to do next, or
Just
what
look,
they want him to do
AEW,
next?
WWE shows that they will continue to do him wrong with this character, no matter how good of a character it is. So, I feel like with this creative freedom, AEW would be a great place to go.
Agreed.
You guys obviously watch AEW more than I do, and the last few. All right, so I remember when I started watching AEW, I saw all that other stuff. I saw the stuff that Phil was showing me, and I remember I turned on the Brody Lee tribute show.
Oh, you actually watched it?
Yeah, I was
Okay.
in Florida at the time. I was like, let me just see what this is, and it was like nothing I've ever seen in like my lifetime. 'Cause last time I saw Memorial, it was when I was very, very young.
Yeah.
But I think Bray needs to go to AEW because it's just the love that I saw that Brody. I wasn't watching obviously, but when I saw how much love he got for that whole show, I was like, yeah, I didn't know how much of an impact he had over there. So if there's opportunity
And-
for Bray to complete that, he should go.
Man, and it's
And
Brody
Brody
Lee
Lee
is
was
still
only
the
there.
best TNT champion of all time. in
Right,
that
and
company.
Brody Lee was only there for about a year, or almost a year, and the fact that they held it like that, I mean, you know, good and damn well WWE wouldn't do that. All they do would, you know,
Yes,
show the
like,
damn, show
They,
the
they
damn,
show
you
the
know,
whole in memory of
Titantron.
Luke
I'm
Harper, and
still
then do a
mad.
video
That's it.
package.
They had
I'm
the
still
10
mad
bell,
on how they
10
did
bell
it.
salute.
I'm still mad on how they did that because they didn't even do the bells, and I'm still mad about that.
They only do that for some people. They only do that for some
They
people
only,
because
yeah,
Umaga
they
didn't
only
get
do
it.
that for certain people.
Only some
Umaga
people.
didn't get
and
it.
that's bullshit.
Freaking
They never did it for Umaga too, and Umaga definitely
Yeah.
deserved it.
He deserved the push. Umaga did deserve the push.
But they
We're
did.
just
deserved
talking
a
about the
lot.
10 bell salute thing too. He didn't get that.
Vince wanted
But-
to. Vince wanted to, but he was just super devastated.
Well, if he wanted to, then why didn't he do it?
If
If
he
he
wanted
wanted
to, he
to, why
would've.
didn't he do it?
Mhm.
If he
That's
wanted
it.
to, he would have.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
Vince, even though Vince is an a-hole, bro, even when he's feeling his worst.
Aiden English, better known as Drama King Matt, troll, and he said the response of Bray Wyatt's releasing. He said, "Let's dance again."
I feel like wrestle or like
Like he's just shown the gift of
Wait,
him in the
wait,
ring.
y'all. Is Chelsea Green an AEW superstar?
No, she's
No,
Impact. He
Impact.
just signed with Impact.
Oh,
Impact.
she said
Because,
she said something about it too.
She said
Yeah.
something like she wanted to
She-
have
she-
Bray
she
Wyatt join the
also-
dark side or
she's also,
something.
Yeah. She
But-
said she went for everybody.
she made an appearance in Ring of Honor too.
Yeah.
Oh.
Her husband is.
So she's a free agent then?
Well,
No,
Beyonce.
she's signed with Impact. But she can't. I think she just has a
with the
contract where she
forbidden
can go.
door, with the forbidden door type, situation or whatever. I mean,
Because
she
you
can-
know
she
how
can go to
AEW has
if
that
she
thing with
wants to.
Impact. She can go wherever she wants.
Yeah,
So
see what Sasha. Oh, yeah, see what McFoley said.
did McFoley say something about Bray?
Hold on.
Sasha made me sad.
Sasha
I-
said something sad.
Read
He
it.
says this company has lost a true visionary and a creative genius. One of the most inventive makers of mayhem pro wrestling I've ever seen. He's hoping Bray finds happiness and recreates himself once again in wrestling, in life, or both.
Wait, what
Wait,
did Sasha
McFoley-
say? Because I can't
McFoley
find
Sasha
it.
said, Sasha said he has the whole world in his hands.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, yeah, I just see it right now.
It made me so sad when I read that.
Wait, MJ, was that by McFoley?
Yeah.
Mhm.
No,
He tweeted that.
McFoley's even upset too. Everybody's
Mhm.
upset.
No, everybody's
Yeah.
upset with this.
Here's what Chelsea
Like,
said.
I have not found one person that is. Yeah, me wanting Bray Wyatt to come to the dark side. So,
They weren't happy with that. They were in her comments killing her. They were not happy
Yeah.
about that.
I mean,
Well,
we
Renee
all
Young
know what
said.
Chelsea Green has done. in
I already
her
know what
career when it
Renee
comes to
said. I
that.
just saw it.
So, damn it.
I have a feeling we might have a podcast with Renee Young and Bray Wyatt soon enough. I
Yeah.
have a feeling
Oh,
he's gonna
man.
get
You know,
that.
you can see her and JoJo, Bray and JoJo have an interview together with Renee.
Where's
There we
JoJo
go,
at?
JoJo.
Where's JoJo?
Being a mom.
Yeah, JoJo's taking care of her kid
Mm-mm.
with Bray Wyatt. Yeah, so I
Yes.
mean,
Lucky man,
Oh,
lucky man, lucky man.
I
So it
still
turns
love
out,
this.
so basically, he gets to be the winner home every single time.
That was so cool. Oh my god. Oh my god. That was so
yeah, no,
cool.
that was so good. I
Is that
mean,
WrestleMania?
Yeah.
That was really dope.
I'm trying not to cry for no reason.
I
Have
was,
you
looking, I
ever
was
seen
gonna
him
see
live?
what Randy Orton was gonna say about it because he liked working with Bray.
Oh yeah, if you could, I mean, obviously, I feel like everyone should know that he loved working with Bray. I mean, we're talking about the 2017 feud that they had, and we're talking about the current they once had at WrestleMania.
now the
and one that
WrestleMania
they had
match was
in-
kind of
yeah.
ass that they had with each other, but other than that,
Yeah. Randy
I mean,
always
they
says,
had that-
Randy
they
always
had
says
that,
every
wasn't
moment
too
he had
bad.
with Bray. Roman,
had-
not Roman. Randy always says every moment we had with Bray was so fun, bro. Like him and
Well,
Wyatt.
I would imagine. I mean, the
Here's the
WrestleMania
thing,
match
I
they
have
had
not
at
s-
37.
I haven't
the
heard
WrestleMania
one
33,
person say anything bad about Bray Wyatt.
The,
Or
No,
anything
House of
bad
Horror
about
match.
Bray Wyatt.
That
Or
was
Well,
awesome.
well, we actually
well,
wait. We
and
did
they won't.
today. Somebody body shamed him,
I
and
mean,
Bray's
Okay,
death on
well,
him.
that's just a troll in the comments. I'm talking about a real person who actually
Oh,
was working
Yeah, I
with
think
him.
he body shamed Alexa. I think he was body shaming Alexa, bro.
Don't worry about
yeah,
that.
they're
I'm talking about a
taking it
real
out.
person who was actually working with him in the WWE. That was just a
Mm.
troll and a mark just trying to be an asshole.
Uh-huh.
Phil,
Fucking
take a
chode.
breath. Take a breath, Phil. You all right? You all right?
Nope.
I'm sorry, but it's true. But guys,
Yeah, because everybody's taking it out on Alexa for no reason. Well, not everybody. But most people.
exactly.
It's,
Which is
it's
not even
bullshit
right.
that they're
For me,
doing
I
that
want to
too.
know what I want to know what Triple H is thinking about this because I know he didn't want this release. I know they don't care what he thinks, but
I guarantee
he's-
Triple H. I guarantee Triple H is like 2 seconds from hitting Vince with a pedigree, or John
Triple
Wayne
H
Nash.
probably called him almost the second it happened, or at least when he saw the tweet, because he
Vince,
obviously
what are
wasn't
you
there.
doing?
You did not just do what I think you just did.
He called Bray Wyatt probably just to
You fired
say
Bray
what's up,
Wyatt.
because I mean, look, Bray and Triple H are actually really close too. So I mean, look, as of right now, that's all we know about Bray Wyatt and his WWE release, guys. Like we all said earlier, we have no idea if he has any of the no day compete clause, whether that's 90 days, whether that's 30 days, or whether he has one in the first place.
I mean, if we're being reasonable here, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's 90-day, but
yeah.
I
Like
mean,
I said-
they
heck,
fucked
I
up
mean,
Alistair,
it
so
wasn't
I
for
mean, you never
Alistair.
know. Yeah,
Alistair
Like I said,
had his
but
NXT
Alistair,
contract.
Alistair was on NXT, and
Alistair was
Bray-
on his NXT contract, which
Bray
is the
wasn't,
30
so.
days.
Yeah.
So
But also, like I said, in
I mean, Bray was on NXT.
the beginning of this video,
yeah, like fucking 11
I
years
feel
ago.
like backstage something is going on. Something's wrong here. Just We just don't
I
know.
guarantee-
Well, no, we knew. We
Yo.
read what was happening backstage. The whole budget cuts, but that wasn't it. We all know that.
No, like
I
more.
guarantee
Like
Triple H-
who's
That's
next?
all
Like,
we know from backstage.
like who? Like what's
Yo.
next? Like who's next? Like
Goldberg. he's
I
next.
guarantee
Yeah.
Triple H. I guarantee Triple H called Bray Wyatt after that. After he saw that, I guarantee.
Yeah.
you.
I literally said that. Yeah.
Who's
Oh,
next?
I-
Goldberg. I'm next.
But guys, like I said, that's all we know of the Bray Wyatt situation. I hope you guys enjoyed this stream for what it was. Thank you guys so much for coming on. Like I said, these extras will come out when big news stories happen in the wrestling world. It doesn't even have to be just WWE. It can be in AEW. It can literally be in any wrestling company. I would just like to do these extras when it comes to big stories, and we'll just focus on that the entire episode. But you guys will still obviously see Monday Night Raw, Friday Night SmackDown, AEW, and NXT reviews from here on out as well.
MJW Wrestling, you know what I'm saying? Coming soon.
And also, we will be reacting to those sus moments. Just like
No,
you
we're
know.
not. reacting to the sus moments.
No, we're not. No, we're not.
No, hey, supporters, you guys want us to watch the sus moments?
I don't
We're
care
already
what they
doing
say.
it.
We're not. No,
We're
we're
already
not.
doing it.
No.
Hey, we'll
We're
do it
asking the
without.
Wolfpack.
If
We're
MJ
asking
wants to
the
be like
I'm
this,
asking
we'll do
the
it without
Wolfpack.
MJ.
I'm asking
Fine,
the
do it. I mean, I'm
Wolfpack.
good.
This ain't up to you, MJ. This
We're already doing it.
Do it that way.
So
Go ahead. Want to see? I don't care. I'm gonna do it.
we're already doing it. So guys,
Okay, go
thank you
ahead.
so much for coming on to Outside the Brand Extra. I was your host, Philly Man.
I hate
That
people so
was
much.
your Bray Wyatt news. I'm gonna get out of here, but let these guys talk when it comes to their outros, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Follow me on TikTok at PhillyMan.
Yeah, man. I want to thank y'all for coming. You know what I'm saying? I know this wasn't the most entertaining one because we had to talk about a really sad topic, but I hope you all had fun watching the stream. That's all I can ask from y'all. You know what I'm saying? Here's to hoping that no one else gets released. Well, we know people are going to get released, but here's to hoping that no one just. I always hate to see people lose their job.
No one
I'm
has
say
a
that.
value, and
Yeah.
mainstream when it comes to storylines should get released.
Yeah, I hate seeing people lose their job, and but beyond this whole like entertainment
Well, yeah,
thing,
no
it
one
was-
should lose their job, right? But
just-
I mean,
That's the only like sad thing about it. Is just I hate that, but thank you all for coming, man.
Before I do my outro, where was Betty Lou? Come on, I want to know where Betty Lou was.
He was in
Oh
here
dang,
once.
where Betty at?
Yeah, where was
He was
Betty
in
Lou?
he was in the chat.
Already sleeping.
listen, Z-Doc, we honestly don't even have a guest here. Bash is honestly a part of the podcast.
He's
So-
basically number.
He's just been
basically
out of
our
town, so
member.
he hasn't.
He was just
been
out of town for the week.
Yeah, he's
back
but
now.
here's the thing, Bash, do you know about the Mighty Z-Dockery?
Oh man, I guess I do now.
If you don't know,
He's
on my
been
outro,
he's
you
been
already-
You
following
think
us
I'm
here.
gonna acknowledge him though? That's
He's
a
been
different
following us
story.
here for pretty much
Betty.
the entire time, and he actually follows.
Oh,
I think,
Betty
all
is
of us
here.
on
Oh
TikTok.
my
I see
on
God.
TikTok.
Betty,
Betty.
we were just about to do our outros. You missed the
Betty.
whole show.
Betty.
she definitely wasn't saying nothing.
She probably just wasn't saying anything. She was probably here the whole
watching.
time.
She was probably just watching.
She was waiting for a moment.
But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Like I said, like Loft said, this was a very sad topic. I'm really worried of who's next to lose their job, and I don't want anybody to lose their job. I'm very, very worried about this. Like I have high doubts of who it's gonna be. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys go check out if you guys haven't found out. Go follow all of us on TikTok. I'm saying it for everybody.
They're all in the description anyway, so.
Pretty much that's it.
And that's about the match here. Just like what Saul and Love said, thank y'all for coming. Make sure that you go check out the news. Follow us on TikTok. And I'm glad to be back in from out of town, back on stream.
Oh, happy birthday, by the way, man.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
Happy
How old are you now?
birthday.
He's 25. I'm just playing.
23, I think.
23, yeah.
23?
Yeah.
All right, yeah. Let's get it.
We
MJ.
out here. Who are you? That's Sharon, cuz I know it ain't
Probably
me.
Vince McMahon after everything that's happened.
MJ.
Bash not playing.
He ain't playing. People are pissed. MJ is pissed.
Who are you looking at? What's up? What the?
Outro. Let's go.
Outro. Let's go. Quit being Undertaker.
Any day
Follow
now.
me. Follow me on TikTok, Andrew W Squad. I'm like 672 or 3 away from 1K.
You'll get there. You'll
Go
get
Keep
there.
pushing. Keep
Go
pushing.
burn in hell. Go burn in hell, everybody. Bye.
Why I gotta burn?
What the?
Oh,
No.
I'll help you out.
Oh, talking to you.
The
Okay,
fuck?
I'm mad, man.
I
Everybody-
think you should. I think you should be released from WWE.
Oh,
Let's do the
I
budget
thought I was
cuts.
getting replaced.
I hope
I thought I was
Johnny
getting
A.
replaced.
I hope people power.
Yo, but
That's what
Because that's what I'm
Back.
supposed to say.
I'm getting replaced by Anthony. So
No,
this
you're
week-
not.
You're not going anywhere.
Is
So I
Anthony
just
here?
want to say,
Anthony was here in the chat. He was. I saw him a couple
I'm
times.
I'm here to announce my retirement. It was nice being here. You know,
Retirement match.
Get the
everybody.
fuck out of here.
Lawford
bye
Sunday.
everyone.
He went backstage, guys.
There he is. I see Anthony.
Oh, there's
He's
rings.
here.
You,
There he
you all know who it is.
Anthony,
It's, bro,
Anthony.
Y'all know who it is.
And now he's trying to do his screen. Just do your outro.
It's MDK all fucking day. It's Nick fucking Gage, or it's just the Real 1C. You can catch me on TikTok at the Real 1C. We out of here.
Make sure y'all catch Law vs. MJ in a death match. Loser leaves.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
Bob
Lose
versus
to me.
MJ in a death match. A loser is released from OTB.
All right. Well, I guess I just.
Love
What's
it.
up doing that
Alright.
tomorrow?
We'll back out, everybody.
First of all,
Mm.
if me and Law face a death match, I'm taking the pin. I'm gonna just lay down and take the pin because I don't want to be here no more. You know what I'm saying?
He ain't taking
That
no
worked for
bumps.
me. I mean, I'm not, that worked. I don't want to hurt
Alright.
you.
I mean, Here's
Well
our
said.
final
I'm a
thought.
peaceful
Here's our
person.
final words when it comes to Bray Wyatt's release. We know he's not dead, but
MJW
all
sucks.
condolences go to Bray Wyatt. We hope you
of
find
course.
a new place soon.
and also to end it off, for those of you who didn't know Bray Wyatt got released, if you didn't know,
now you know.
no.
Unfortunately, now you know.
Unfortunately, now you know. But seriously, in all
It was nice
all
knowing you.
serious-
I retired. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate
oh
it.
my God. In all seriousness, no, Bray Wyatt, I hope you find a good place soon. You will. You will thrive wherever you go.
Hmm.
But just know
Wait, Bill.
we're all
before we
here to
go.
support you.
Before we go, I
Yes.
forgot to say something. Lashley.
We're all here to support you, Bray. Go do you somewhere else. Have a nice day, everyone. We'll see you guys for the Monday Night Raw.
Wyatt,
Walk back out.
Wyatt.